Hey guys, it's Miss Price again. Here for lesson 6. The title of the chapter that I want you to read is Morals, Modesty, and Manners. Okay. Um, Here are the 7 vocabulary words I want you to look at. Uh, the first one is morals. Morals is a noun. Ideas and beliefs about what is right and wrong. Okay. Reputation is a noun, the opinion or perception that other people have about someone or something. 3, pessimistic is an adjective, having a negative or gloomy attitude, expecting that the worst will always happen. 4 is brute, which is a noun, someone who's mean, tough, and or a bully. 5 is witty, which is an adjective, clever and funny. 6 is custom. Custom is a noun. It's a tradition practiced by a culture or group of people. 7, indulge is a verb to treat oneself or take much more than needed. Okay, those are the words for the chapter. Now, before I have you read the chapter, I'm not going to read it. I'll have you read it, okay? But this is probably my favorite chapter in the Renaissance. Um, and it's about 3 different Renaissance artists that write. They each write a book, and the first one is Niccolò Machiavelli, and he was a Renaissance um, king, and um, he basically witnessed the Medici family go down, and Machiavelli was a pretty much a bully his whole life. And so he wrote a book, and the book was titled The Prince. And in his book, he basically says for a prince to be dishonest, and thinks that you should be dishonest and a bully. And you can be good, but if it means getting to the top, then certainly do evil. And it talks a lot about that. And so, not my favorite book that so far that we've read. Um, the second one is from Castiglione, and the title of the book is The Courtier. It's really the book of the courtier, but short for courtier, excuse me. And it's Baldassare Castiglione, and he writes the book about how a prince should be, and it's way different from the first book. It says that a lady, it actually describes the ideals of courtly life with the royals and the nobles, and it says a lady should be witty, elegant, and cultured, and that a gentleman should be loyal to his prince and courteous to women. And it also says the courtier should be athletic, sensitive, artistic, and well educated. Um, okay, and you'll see um, that as you read it. But it says that um, you might think that a courtier who can do everything well, so a courtier is supposed to do everything well, would be rather conceited, which means to brag about oneself. But instead, he says you need to be gentle, modest, and reserved. Okay, and so that's what that one is about. And the third one is also way that you should act, but in a different way. It's um, Giovanni della Casa's Guide to Manners of the Renaissance, and the title of the book is written in Italian. It's Il Galateo, um, and this one's kind of funny. I mean, it's a book on etiquette and different proper ways to do different things. And he says He detailed proper ways to sit and stand in the company of others. He explained how to best blow your nose, to cut your nails, and to chew your food. Kind of interesting. And it says that even to discuss situations where it might be okay or not to express your feelings. Um, so basically, he's telling us that back then they should have good manners and polite behavior, and those things were very important to him. Okay, so make sure you read that chapter. It's really a good chapter. And then after you do that, um, and that chapter actually begins on page 52, morals, modesty, and manners. Again, it's chapter 6, and go to page 59, 52 through 59. And then, let's see. And the chapter 6 is also in the workbook if that will help you. Um, I'd like for you to work on page 79. Okay. So you're going to decide, um, it gives you a statement. There's only 6 of them. It gives you a statement, and you're going to decide, okay, is it the prince? Is it the courtier? Or is it Il Galateo? Which one of the books? And you just circle it, basically. And this next thing that I want you to complete is on page 83 in the workbook. And it's basically you've got the 3 books, the princes, the courtiers, and the not the 3 books, but the 3 general area of people here. You've got the princes, the courtiers, and the general public. That's everyone else. And you've got to be able to um, take the different boxes um, in part A and bring them down to part B. Okay, so you're going to write everything that's in from part A to part B and put them where they go. For example, let's take the first um, box where it's just right above the top left hand corner. It says a lady should be witty, elegant, and cultured. That comes from the courtier, and that is on page 58. Um, okay. And so you're going to put that right there underneath where it says courtiers. Okay. And you're going to do the same thing for each one. Um, if you would like, and if you don't want to write all that's there, which means you would have to write really small if you did, you can label them each A, B, C, D, and then put them down if you would like, to make it a little bit easier. You won't have to write so much. Totally up to you. But this part, page 83, is going to be for a grade. So that will go in the grade book in our new 9 weeks, okay? Also, make sure that I haven't checked yet, but I will. Please make sure that you have completed page 63 in your workbook from the last lesson, because that is also for a grade. Okay, let me go back to that. It's the reading response, the bankers who loved art. And just give me 5 to 7 sentences. If you haven't already, please do so. So that would be 2 grades, page 63 and page 83. Okay. But do not forget also, this one it won't be for a grade, but make sure that you do this as well. Page 79, which is 8.3. Okay. And that one shouldn't take very long at all. All right, guys. If you have questions, message me. Otherwise, I will send another lesson tomorrow. Talk to you later.